So you want to upgrade your current video presentation solution in some capacity. Maybe you want to add 24/7 advertising to your lobby, or maybe you want other local businesses to know about what other local businesses are doing via rotating advertisements on a display, or maybe you want to wow passerbyers with a grand display of content. Whatever the reason, LED design is critical to delivering the message your client wants to get across, as well as returning on your investment of the install. Let's take the scenario that a university has X number of dollars for advertising that it needs to display around the campus. First, what budget are we looking at? And when will the client obtain the retainer, or will the payment be over a period of time? A tech manager might facilitate the lead role here, as they would be involved in the technical decisions of size of displays, infrastructure, IT requirements, and in providing the intended ROI data for initial decision. Ideally, ROI would be within the year of completion. However, something like 1 to 5 years is more normal. So payment plans aren't totally unheard of. So let's say in this example we have a $250,000 retainer to get the project going with a total budget of $500,000. Upon further discussion with the client, it turns out their advertisements are meant for college-age students getting started in life. So they have a local business advertising lifestyle commodities like coffee and dorm room supplies. They have a large sporting good chain advertising the latest sporting goods and gear for all the different sports. They have campus advertisements like bookstore products and college swag. They have investor businesses logos to place around here and there. They have campus announcements, and they have a need for one main display to house an active weekly campus schedule for the students. From this discussion, how many displays might we need? Well, what can the campus fit, and where do we want to place these displays? If we place a single display mounted to a pillar at every lobby of each building on campus, that gives the best chance for all students to see the content. It considers furthest viewer as well as the number of eyes that the display will see. Now let's consider the sports area on campus. They have an outdoor baseball field, an outdoor football field, and an indoor rec center with a pool. A single display at each sporting area that has all the sporting goods agencies' advertisements rotating during the building's operations is probably a good idea. What about lecture halls? Each student has to walk through those, right? Let's consider that a main display we talked about earlier, something like an active weekly schedule. How about one main outdoor display that shows the schedule strategically placed inside the campus highest traffic area, but having additional smaller screens posted throughout the lecture halls with the same content, DA'd from the main screen's processor, of course. At this point, we have not just considered the type of content, but the quantity it is to be shown and the quantity of eyes that are seeing the content. Strategic placement of both display and content for the correct eyes to see the correct content is key. And we could, as always, continue on, but let's move on to some other considerations. Cost of quality is up first. Does the client in this example need the full color space of what is currently technologically available? Do they need the highest resolution and finest pixel pitch? Maybe, but remember, this is all just advertising and basic information display. So running with something that would give you the Super Bowl game in full color and full resolution isn't necessary here. Also, based off the discussion above, how dynamic does the layout of the graphics need to be on each display? Is that something that can be done through the content, or do they want windowing of several video sources at a single time? Another thing to consider is the hours of operation, and does their playback require an operator? When considering the follow-up after the design is complete, there's two things to consider. How much maintenance does the install need? And after all is said and done and pricing is sorted out, should the client consider renting the displays for the academic year and then trying something new, or sticking with a fixed install? I hope this opened your mind to some cool considerations when planning ROI and LED design. There are typically two ways to look at ROI when it comes to digital signage. One is the actual dollars you receive back from the companies that pay to show their advertisements, or profit from the advertisements themselves. And two is the gradual payback, which is a little less tangible, like eyeballs that can view the content, they can make better decisions, and therefore have a more positive experience. Type of content displayed is important enough to bring more light to. Think about a still image that displays, say, a company logo, versus an animation that uses that company's logo in a transition to reveal other information about the company or maybe a special they're offering. It's a little bit more eye-catching. This provides a little bit more work on the back end as far as content creation, but it also serves for a better user experience. Every single one of these factors mentioned in this video is key to the balance of the cost of the install to what the customer needs or wants and the needed ROI. That's it for now. I'll catch you later.